Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, we're going to be talking about top 10 tips and tricks for Rogueblox. Now, this video is going to be just the first of many top 10 tips that are going to help new players and existing players on many functionalities that have been added to the game since the release of the game, and since the popularity has finally risen up from the ashes of what was pretty much a major slander campaign. I gotta be real, they really dissed this game quite hard. But let's get into it. I don't want to waste too much time. And number one on our list for tips and tricks today is going to be the controls. If you guys do not know, there's two very important controls that people still don't know about from the start of the game. And that really just has to do with your ultra class and your gift. Now, these two specific things are something that really require you to, one, understand what gift you actually have, and two, understand that you only get a specialty whenever you get your ultra class. Now, if you guys haven't seen these two buttons before, these are two very important buttons to remember, and that is E and L. Number two, whenever actually joining the game, they added a brand new system which allows you to right-click your actual slot and remove it entirely. So all you have to do is just remove it, put in the first name of the slot, and then you're good. So mine is Seraphim, or however you say this, and then I would just type in the name, and that would wipe that slot entirely. That is something that people do not know. Now, the other thing that we're going to be talking about is actually in-game, and that is going to be whenever we actually talk about our stats. Now, there's some things that people do not know stat-wise that exist, but you do not know how to see those stats in particular. I spawned in a weird spot. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So there's some stats that people do not know about, and that is going to be whenever you press tab and you're like, okay, I have these armors, I have these things, I have this outfit from my class. Like, how do I know what's doing what? There's no way I can see my stats from here. And that's the thing. You can see your stats by actually switching this little thing right here. This little UI is so underrated and people don't even notice it. So right here, you have equipments, and equipments, it actually jots down exactly what is giving off what stats, which is pretty insane. So you have your outfit. Your outfit is the clothing that you're wearing, and then you have your equipments, and then you also have like your, if you have like a very special unique trinket, which are these things right here, sometimes they'll also give some type of stat. But as you can see, it tells you exactly what it gives. So my outfit gives me 25 HP. I have my outfit that gives me climbing boost. I have an outfit that gives me 10 physical armor and 5 physical penetration, which is insane. Now, this is why getting your class armor is very, very important, but also why you should actually take a look at what are the benefits, so you could also fill in for the missing gaps of your benefits, such as, I don't have a lot of magical armor. I would like to have more magical armor than physical armor, because there's a lot of stuff that hurts you magical wise. Or I would like more physical penetration, so I would opt in for more fierce related rerolls on my equipments. Yeah, so that's that. Next, I would also like to talk about the notebook. Now, I think a lot of people do not know about the notebook, and this is something I would like to talk about as number 4. You do not unlock these off rip. You actually have to speak to the NPC in order to actually unlock these things, such as talking to future superclass trainers and ultra class trainers. You will not notice that until after you actually go and talk to these trainers. Then they will pop up on this notebook later on. These are just things that I feel like a lot of people should know. Also, if you guys do not know, down here on the bottom right, which is number 5, that is going to be, what do these little sigils mean? Disorderly is your reputation. The yellow is actually EXP currency. Now, unlike other games where you have an EXP bar and you fill it up to the top, this game costs EXP currency. If you want to get a skill, you need EXP currency. If you want a certain ability, you need EXP currency. If you're going to be spending on certain, stat rolls, you need EXP currency. And your money is down here, and then your slot is right here. Now, these are just things that I think are very important to note, because a lot of people do not know what this little sun does, and that brings me to number 6. Now, number 6, we're going to be talking about this little guy down here. Now, believe it or not, days actually matter for your character. The age of your character does matter, because if you guys do not know, you gain benefits based off the age of your character, based off the race that you are. So for instance, there are orcs that get really good abilities that you unlock through the amount of days. You got Nova Kid, who unlocks 2 abilities after 20 to 30 days. And these days are noted by this little sun down here, which are very, very important. The other thing we're going to be talking about here is number 7, and that is shrines. Now, shrines are actually quite insane, because these things stick with you no matter what, as long as even if your slot is wiped. This particular slot, if they trade to a shrine, that is pretty much a religion that you're pretty much picking up. And once you pick this up, you'll notice that even if you kind of like died or wiped your slot, you will forever have this specific shrine still stuck to your character, and this helps with progression and many other shrines that I would like to talk about in a future video. Now, another thing I would like to talk about is pretty much number 7. Number 7 is going to be the Beastiary. I think people do not use the Beastiary enough. This thing is insane. It gives you a lot of information on a lot of little mobs that you guys do not know about, and that is insane. You guys need to actually pay attention to these things, because they will tell you exactly what are your chances at beating certain mobs. Do you need to prepare before beating certain mobs? Like, are you not going to be able to hurt this mob at all because they have much more stats than you? Stuff like that. For instance, freaking giant lurkers are physically and magically very resistant at the beginning of the game. So you'll notice as a new player, you won't be able to actually hurt them as often, but they also have really good physical penetration, allowing to go through your armor in some cases, compared to the Ice Golem, who has an even a higher stat check of physical armor and magical armor, which is going to be the most tanky of the characters that you actually have to fight in the game, including you will be able to see the drops, the EXP, and the health of the characters as well. So do not forget to actually go back and look at these things, because this will help you for stuff that you're trying to grind, stuff you're trying to obtain, stuff you're trying to unlock. This is going to help you out quite a bit. That's a bit of a visual bug right there, as you can see. Man, these got crazy physical penetration, I'm going to be real. And number 8. Now, remember when I talked earlier about character info and gifts? Now you will be able to see your gifts right here. This is something that people do not notice. Now, when I first heard about gifts, I didn't know what a gift was, and I didn't know how to unlock it. And then I found out, oh, I have this little thing on my arm. I thought it was rather unique. And my buddy told me, oh, it's because this is a gift. A gift is something that you pretty much are born with or spawned with, and you could actually get different gifts by rolling gifts as you progress in the game. Get mementos, you go roll a gift, or you could use Robux. But as you can tell, this gift is unique. Each gift is unique to the player. Each gift will have a different ability. Mine in particular spawns a campfire, where I can spawn it anywhere. And these gifts actually become stronger throughout the time and days that you work with this gift. So there's plenty of different information on gifts, and I really suggest you guys to check out the informational Discord that I link down below, which has all the information on Rogueblox in general, unless you're looking for something in particular. And also, I will always be able to answer questions down in the comments below, and if I do not have the information to that answer, then I will of course let you guys know in the future. If you guys have not noticed, there is a lot of traveling that has to be done, but you do not have to travel alone. If you have polyfragments, these things are very important. But the thing is, if you guys do not have the locations, I would also suggest getting those locations for the pylons. There are many locations in the game that I don't even have yet, and these locations will allow you to teleport even with your allies, by the way, if they stand inside of the circle, and they will allow you to teleport to these really cool looking pylons. You click the pylon, it will unlock for you, and you'll be able to teleport here in the future, especially when working on different classes. There are plenty of classes that you actually have to teleport to in different areas and different quests. Number 10 is something that is very important, and people tend to neglect this because a lot of new players don't actually know about this, and that is mana crystals. If you guys don't have mana crystals, you won't be able to recharge your mana very quickly. As you can see, mana is going to be very intuitive and very useful in the game for climbing, for running, for moving. And if you guys do not have this, then you guys are not going to be able to get very far in the game, especially whenever it comes down to climbing, because climbing does have some limitations, especially if you guys plan on going into very, very large climbing hikes. And to get mana crystals, they're normally going to be inside of chests. So that's pretty much it with mana crystals. You only need about 8 of them, and then you pretty much are finished up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this helped a lot of new players out. Take it easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Take it easy and peace out.